Ever wondered if the Israel-Palestine conflict of today is the same as what is in the Bible? This is a question that many have pondered. To understand the roots of this conflict, we need to delve into the annals of the Old Testament. Here, we encounter the accounts of the Israelites' conquest of Canaan, the land promised to them by God. This land, rich in history and culture, is claimed by both Jews and Arabs as their ancestral home. The Jews trace their lineage back to Isaac, the son of Abraham, while the Arabs identify with Ishmael, Abraham's other son. This shared ancestry contributes to the complexity of the conflict. As we navigate further through biblical history, we encounter the kingdoms of Israel and Judah. These were significant political entities during their time. However, they were not immune to the conquest by various empires such as the Assyrians, Babylonians, Persians, Greeks, and Romans. These conquests led to periods of exile, diaspora, and a constant struggle for control over the region. Thus, the Bible paints a complex picture of the region we now call Israel and Palestine. This complexity, steeped in thousands of years of history, sets the stage for the modern conflict we see today.
Before we continue, kindly click on the subscription button, so you can see anytime we drop a new video. Also, do not forget to like the video and share so others can also see it. Share your opinions in the comments section as well. Let's continue.
Fast forward to the 20th century, the conflict takes a different shape. Following the horrors of World War II, the United Nations established the State of Israel in 1948 as a homeland for the Jewish people. However, the creation of Israel led to the displacement of hundreds of thousands of Palestinians from their homes, sowing the seeds of a bitter dispute that continues to this day. As Israel expanded, so did the tensions. The Six-Day War of 1967 saw Israel capture the West Bank, Gaza Strip, Sinai Peninsula, and the Golan Heights, territories that are home to many Palestinians. This event marked a significant turning point, igniting a struggle over land and identity that has defined the conflict ever since. In the years that followed, peace seemed possible. The 1990s brought the Oslo Accords, a series of agreements that aimed to fulfill the right of Palestinians to self-determination. But these agreements failed to bring about lasting peace, and the region saw two intifadas, or uprisings, leaving thousands dead and many more displaced. Fast forward to the present day, and the conflict has escalated once again. South Africa's recent case against Israel at the International Court of Justice, alleging genocide in Gaza, highlights the severity of the ongoing strife. Meanwhile, Israel continues to defend its actions, citing the need to protect its citizens from terrorist threats, as seen in their recent strikes against Iran-backed terrorists in the West Bank. It's crucial to note that while the modern conflict involves the same geographical area as the Bible, the issues are now centered around nationalism, sovereignty, and human rights. The land that was once the backdrop for biblical events has become a battleground for political ideologies and territorial claims. In essence, the modern conflict is more political than biblical. So, is the Israel-Palestine conflict of today the same as what is in the Bible? Let's recap what we've learned so far. We've looked at the biblical roots of this conflict, tracing it back to the ancient rivalry between two brothers, Isaac and Ishmael. We saw how this familial feud over birthright and blessings morphed into a broader dispute between their descendants, the Israelites and the Arabs. Fast forward to the modern era, we see a conflict that has shifted from being primarily religious to predominantly political. The question of who rightfully owns the land has become entangled with issues of national identity, statehood, and human rights. The stage has expanded beyond the Middle East, drawing in global powers and international institutions. Yet some things remain unchanged. The deep-seated feelings of entitlement to the land, fueled by historical and religious narratives, persist on both sides. The land, viewed as a sacred inheritance by both Israelis and Palestinians, continues to be the heart of the conflict. Therefore, while the Israel-Palestine conflict has roots in biblical times, it has evolved into a distinctively modern struggle.